Hey everyone, I'm Vedant. I'm an assistant professor at NYU. I study human-computer interaction, and here I am to talk about AI at work. Sales is about relationship building, and within a year, no one will know the prospect better than AI. Is sales doomed? Um, I sort of disagree with this. Sounding nice, it sounds like it's a positive personality, but if anything, what we see in our studies is that it tends to act a lot more sycophantic, a little bit more obsequious, and authentic humans don't really act like that. Relationship building is about trust. In those roles, you want authenticity. You want people to be able to push back to you. You want people to be able to tell you things you don't want to hear. A lot of those things also come with lived experience. So, no, I don't think sales is doomed. I think there are certain low-hanging things when it comes to like triaging, finding leads, things like that. But when it comes to actually talking to the client, building a longer-term relationship, it's people. And even if you look at the technology again, we still struggle to see AI that can hold very long context. Humans are way better than that. Humans remember things over years, over decades even, and those are much more important for relationship building, I think. Does working with AI change the way I think? So this is, I think, where I think AI is a very different tool than, say, a Google search or a Wikipedia or a scientific calculator or one of those things. As humans, we understand those are tools. There's an input, there's an output. But what we are seeing with AI is we willingly or unwillingly attribute certain social values to it. And in the process, what's happening is that even when I'm learning through it, when I'm working with it, sometimes it'll be like, hey, that's a great question. That might not actually be a great question. And a real human would have probably given me better feedback on that. So it does change the way we see ourselves, the way we build our skills, the way we understand ourselves as workers and experts. It also makes us think maybe we're a little too self-reliant because we can now have AI and we can just get stuff done. And realistically, we probably need to go out there and talk to people who actually have those skills, who actually have those expertise and learn what we don't. So on one end, it's a great way to augment us, but it might also be creating a barrier between us and other ways of learning, which might actually be a lot better in the long run.
Integrating AI into your workflow can sometimes feel like a second job. That's why we created the AI Sales Playbook. It breaks down the exact AI tools each person on your sales team should use. This is tailored, personal advice for your sales team. It's free. Get yours in the link in the description below. Okay, bye.
How do you remain valuable at work when AI can do more and more of your job? Yeah, that's a big one. So technology has historically always wouldn't out certain kinds of labor. But at the same time, when that happens, certain other things become more valuable. So there is that factor that maybe it's time to rethink like what is something in the domain that you really enjoy doing, which goes beyond these automatable tasks, right? Which involve a lot more creativity. There's also research that talks about using AI a bit like a rival, right? You use AI to understand, okay, this is not the ceiling of my work, this is the floor of the work. Everybody can get this done because we have AI. What can I do more than that? And I think humans always find ways to go beyond things. And we see this across many fields. You can have like, you look at movies, right? Like special effects improve, but not all movies with special effects are good. You want to maybe document it. That might be a best practice. And there's uniformity now because you have AI. That's a good thing it does. But at the same time, we are individuals, we are people who are eventually known for what we do special. And the problem is, given how pervasive AI usage is, a lot of things that would have otherwise differentiated us earlier might be getting shaved off a little bit. So for instance, communication, right? A lot of communication looks the same. I get a lot of emails now from students, from even people from the industry, and they all just look the same. It doesn't sound like real people. And what I've found myself doing is instead giving chances to other people who might not have that much of an extensive experience or might not have that big portfolio, but at least they're honest, right? So there is that little bit of a gap between, as people, we need to have individual talent, we need to be creative, we need to be able to have clear differentiators in our role. And AI might be putting us all a little bit too close to each other. Is relying on AI making me worse at thinking for myself? I think there's a difference when you've already gained expertise in an area. There's stuff you need to get done. You are multitasking it. Certain things were always busy work. You are shipping that off to AI. AI is executing that. And there's a different kind of use of AI when you don't know how to do something. Refusing to learn how to do that and instead doing it through AI, because you're seeing the output, so you think, oh, this must be easy. And that loses a lot of the basic fundamental building blocks that you need to learn something. And I think that's where it makes it worse for what we call critical thinking. So there are studies right now that show this, is that people who tend to have higher critical thinking ability tend to rely a lot less on AI, whereas the other way around is also true, that people who have lower critical thinking ability tend to overuse AI a little bit, and that creates other problems down the line. Are we becoming too reliant on AI to do our jobs? I unfortunately think yes. Humans, we have always found new tools. We have always adopted things very quickly. And I love trying out new productivity tools or productivity hacks and things like that. AI initially in the front of it sounds very much like one of those tools. It's way more different than like a calculator or like a Google search. And what we are seeing right now both is that while on one end, AI can make you do things that you couldn't do. For instance, you have an idea, but you don't know how to actually write code. Give it the idea, it'll build a system for you. But at the same time, we're also seeing these kinds of de-skilling problems happening where people just don't learn anything. And eventually, your client, they're going to find out and they will ask you, you're the one who's accountable and you don't know what's going wrong. When it comes to high stakes decisions, you ask people, hey, why did you decide to choose plan A versus plan B? We are seeing people say, hey, because AI told me to do it. And that doesn't really fly in the real world very well. Yeah, I think these are the AI questions.